conversationalist, a community journalist, and a passionate community servant. I am the founder, the Kenya Annual Human Rights Debate, and the founder, Gender Dialogues Community-Based Organization. I serve and work in Kisumu County. So part of what we do in Gender Dialogues is that we use theater, debate, social media, and community organizing to target adolescent girls and young women. And so far we have met and targeted and reached over 5,000 adolescent plus young women in Kisumu County. We have reached them with the SRHR information, SGBV information, and also we have reached them with dignity kits. So with the dignity kits, we found support from UNFPA Kenya that donated 100 plus dignity kits. We also have been supported with the YESAM community partner that we serve with within Kisumu County. And also we have reached these adolescent girls and young women with referral and linkages because most of the time as Gender Dialogues, we are not able to provide the professional side of support. And so we refer them to health facilities, we refer them to organizations that provide these services to address their needs when the need is required. Our successes is that currently we have 8 girls in high school that have been supported by our partners. We currently have 3 young women who are on internship and in an hotelier industry. And also we have, like I mentioned, reached them through information, dignity kits and linkages and referrals. Part of the challenges that we have encountered as Gender Dialogues was one, COVID-19. Like every other organization, this was a mega hit. And as an organization, we diversified how we were implementing our programming. And so we invested on community partnership where we worked with organizations that were present and working with us in the same sub-county to address and reach the needs of these adolescent girls. And also, we also worked a lot on social media where we shared short skits, storytelling, videos. We held online conversations, online festivals, shared question and answers, and we were able to reach over 10,000 plus new audiences that were interested in the things that we do, in the works that we do. They wanted to become part of the conversations and the journey that we are as Gender Dialogues. And they followed what we do as an organization. Our vision in the next 10 years is to become a national movement and a national organization where we will be targeting 50,000 plus women and girls through partnerships. So how we are going to do this is that we are going to make sure that we expand our reach in every county by creating activities and programs in those counties to put our presence and mark our presence known in those counties. We're also going to expand our digital reach and digital presence, where we are going to continue hold online events, online conversation, online dialogues, things that are going to make our presence online be known. We're also going to make sure that by the time we are becoming a national organization, we are able to have data to back the journey that we want to begin. We are able to have done research that is going to support the work that we're going to begin. And so the reason we're going to do this data and research is to ensure that we are able to influence policies, review policies, and maybe, introduce policies that speaks to the urgent needs and women at national levels. How do you accelerate women's voices and girls to empowerment and inclusion? Is that we have 2 key activities that we do as Gender Dialogues. Like I mentioned, the Kenya Annual Human Rights Debate is a key activity, but also a standalone initiative. So through the Kenya Annual Human Rights Debate, where we target institutions of learning like the colleges, universities, and technical institutions, We bring on board all to these pieces, stakeholders, authorities, government authorities, lawyers, policymakers, key influencers from the community to help forge ways on how to address social injustices that affect Kisumu County, other counties, and Kenya as a whole. And as we are, is an event that happens on the 10th of December, celebrating and commemorating the International Human Rights Day. We have been able to hold and converse around housing rights, stop extrajudicial killings, stop police brutality, stop forced evictions. And part of the conversations that we have also held is around the Kisumu 2022 race, where we invited on board 8 women aspirants from Kisumu County, and Kisumu showed up in numbers. Women showed up, the elderly showed up, communities showed up, because they wanted to know what is it that the women rep has for us in store if they become leaders. Is there a tracking means or tool that is able to help them as a people or as other people to track on their performances? And they were able to ask questions, they were able to comb the manifestos of these aspiring leaders then. In 2024, we were also able to hold the Kisumu Public Debate Tournament, where we invited the 7 members of parliament from Kisumu County, and unfortunately, and not surprisingly, they did not show up. And sorry, and that only meant that they did not take to keen interest the needs and the desires of the people. And so that did not deter the communities, the people, the women to hold dialogues on what they intended to, to converse about. And at the end of the day, they came up with a petition and it was presented. So as an organization, our role is to create spaces, empower the communities, the women and girls, so that they are able to voice challenges and issues that they need to be addressed. Another activity that we hold that accelerates actions around the girls is our Dala Girls Forum. Dala means mashinani, ushago, villages, nyumbani, ocha, pale rural settings, where it is very evident that most conversations do not include their voices, be it policies, be it national decisions. They rarely appear as top conversations in those important conversations that include and impact on their lives. And so we go where we meet 200 girls per sitting. We go have fun with them, dance with them, talk to them, mentor them, share stories with them. Then we put them into cohort sessions. So at the cohort sessions, we put them according to the ages, from either age 9 to 11, 11 to, up to the last age that is present. After which, we tell them that after this conversation, we want you to give us one person to present your views. So you will be surprised that a 9-year-old tells us how the challenges they go through, how they want to be treated, and what they want. The teachers are listening, the partners are listening, the parents are listening, fellow girls are listening, authorities from education sector are listening. And it is a whole conversation that if you listen to this young girl, you'll automatically feel goosebumps that, wow, we have always been sidelighting this voice, but it is an important conversation that needs to be accelerated to other spaces, just beyond having it here at the grassroots levels. So as gender dialogues, we use our activities to accelerate the voices of young women and the women and girls into spaces that impact and influence change on the needs and the wants that they want to be addressed. So for us, our goal is to empower the girls and women, dignify by respecting the needs that they want, and amplifying their voices by creating spaces, by submitting their views, their wants and needs to the right authorities.